Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High Yah. I do hope that you're well and that you are still trusting only in Yah. I want to share some thoughts with you this morning on something that came into my spirit yesterday, and I should have uploaded. I should have really did do the video yesterday, and since it's still on my mind, but I want to speak to you about us as people, created beings, and how we try to fix ourselves instead of going back to the Most High to fix us. Right? Yesterday my mind went on someone years ago who was in a situation like many people, relationship situation. People have a lot of problems. You find that people are not well. They're sick. They have financial problems, family problems, other relationship issues, and people are dealing with a lot of stuff. And we have a tendency of trying to fix it ourselves. And so this particular person I prayed for, I went before the Father in prayer, fasted. And the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, said to me to tell them to surrender their life to Him and allow Him to work in their situation. Allow Him to work. Because you see, what a lot of people don't understand is that Yah does not force Himself into your life. The Most High gave us choices. He gave us a plan of how we are to live. You understand? And I think because of religion, a lot of us is confused about what the plan is. Because when we talk about coming back to the Most High, many people automatically assume that you're telling them to practice a religion. Which is why when I speak to people, I let them know up front, I don't practice religion. I do not associate the Most High with religion. You understand me? And so the person, I told them what the Father said, and they was like, oh, I can serve him. They were in a bad relationship, but instead they went and got married. I guess they felt that if they got married, it would fix the problem, which it made it worse. And they ended up in a very bad situation, which is normally what happens when we try to fix some things ourselves. You understand me? We think we have the answer. We think if we do this and we do that, it's going to fix. And a lot of people have that view. When you talk to them, but did you pray? Did you? Oh no, I pray. I trust God. God knows, and whatever the case, and whatever. But they don't seek to follow His way. They don't seek to ask His direction. And many times it's because they don't want to follow His instructions. And so many people are struggling right now with situations that can easily be fixed, but they don't want to humble themselves before the Father. You understand? They don't want to humble themselves before Him. They want trying to do it themselves. And years ago, I come to realize when I was going through my marital situation, and I said to myself, if I didn't know how to pray, I was going to drink, I would smoke dope, I was going to do something. Because you got to do something sometime to numb the pain, to get some relief, to escape. And this is why you have a lot of people out here, they smoking dope, they getting drunk. You have people can't take a sober day because that's the way they don't see a sober day. Because that's the way of them numbing their pain. You sometimes have to do something to numb the pain. And I remember the Father said to me, there were some people out there who don't know how to call on Him. He said to me, at least you know how to pray. And that's what kept me. People ask me, how did you make it? I fasted and I prayed. There were times when I cussed. But for most of it, I fasted and I prayed. And I said, this is why you have some persons who, they addicted to sex, and they addicted to drugs, they doing all kind of stuff, but they don't go back to the Father. You understand me? And I thought yesterday, I said, it's amazing now, when we go to the store and we purchase a TV, a fridge, computers, it comes with a manual that tells us how to fix it. If something goes wrong, it tells us how to fix it, right? And if we can't get it fixed, we go back to the manufacturer. And I said, but that's not us. We are broken. There are so many people that are broken, have experienced so much pain. And instead of them going back to the creator, we're broken. We remain broken. And we think if we go to the psychiatrist and we go to the doctor, that's going to fix us. And doing those things at a certain point is fine. But listen to me. Until you go back to your creator, the one who knows you and who knows the plan that he has for you, you can continue just doing things and getting a quick fix and feeling as if you came to some solution, and then you find later down it fall apart again. Because Yahweh created us, and Yahweh created us in his image. And I believe there is that Father placed in us a desire to worship and to seek him and to know him. And there's a void, because I remember as a young Christian when I backslid, because I just saw the Most High didn't want anything to do with me. It was an emptiness that I felt inside of me. And I tried to get into a relationship. And this is why I say people do things. You're trying to fill that void. And I tried to fill that void with a relationship. You understand me? And it was a bad relationship, but you're holding on to it. And sometimes this is why, as a woman, when your relationship ends, you feel so empty and fall apart, because you're using certain things to fill the void in your life that only Yah can fix. Only Yah can fit that void, and only Yah can fix us. And so we got to get back to the place where or not even get back to the place, but we need to go back to the creator. We need to go back to the one who created us and allow him to fix us, because only Yah can fix us. And there are a lot of broken people, and you're trying to do it yourself, but only Yah can fix us. I remember when the young man Thomas told me he trying to make being a man himself. We trying to do everything without following the plan of the Most High. And to me, I was thinking yesterday, I said, that's pride. It is pride. When you could be in a situation so broken and you would not cry out to the Most High for help, because you don't want nothing to do with God, or you don't want religion, or you could do it without religion, or you don't need God, you could do it on your own. That's pride. You understand? And pride cometh before a fall. Pride cometh before a fall. And a lot of us are walking in pride. We don't want to humble ourselves before the Father. You understand? Yesterday morning when I read this passage in Wisdom of Solomon 2:23-24, for Eloi created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. And I read that, I say, wow, my mind went back on the teaching I did early in the year about a clarion call to get back in alignment. I wasn't aware of this passage, but I remember in the teaching I said, based on what I was seeing in Revelation, in Genesis 1 and 2, when Yah created us, he didn't create us to die. We were not supposed to die. Our body we were created in the image of Yah. We had the body like Yah. And that's what this passage was saying. We were created to be immortal. You understand? And because of sin, it said, because of the envy, because Satan was jealous. You understand me? He caused us to sin, because he knew that once we went against the instructions of the Most High, that would cut us off from living the life or being in that relationship with Yah that he intended. And that's exactly what happened. But this passage is also saying that whoever would take a hold of his side, mean following the way of Satan, what Satan did. And what did Satan do? Satan felt that he could have been Yah. He forgot he was created. And he looked at how he was so beautiful, and he got this idea in his mind that he was just as good as Yah. You understand me? And he could have been in the place of, he thought that he had what it take to sit in the seat of Yah. You understand me? And so the passage is saying, those who take his side would get just what he got. And what did he get? He was cut off from the Most High. He was cast out of the presence of the Most High. You understand me? And that's exactly what's happened to us. When we do not follow the instructions of the Most High, when we allow pride to get into our hearts and think that we can live and exist outside of Yah, it keeps us out of his presence. And that is exactly what Satan wanted. Satan didn't want us to be in Yah's presence. And that's why he tempted us to sin. He envied us, and he still envies us. And some of us don't understand that the devil envies us, that he hates the fact that the Most High created us to be in that oneness with him, created us in his image, not to die. You understand me? To live with him in eternity, for all eternity. And Satan was envious because he was already cast out of Yah's presence, and he didn't want us in his presence. And if we continue to follow the path of Satan by not following Yah's instructions, we will get death. Because that's why death came to us. You understand me? Because we didn't follow the instructions of the Most High. And we will continue to experience death in our lives, in our relationships, in our finances, in our body, physical body. You understand? Because if we do not make it right with him, then we would be cut off from him in eternity. You understand? Which is an eternal death. And that doesn't have to be. All it requires of us is that we would humble ourselves, that we would recognize who he is and who we are. We are created beings. And we need to go back to the Creator to fix us. And this is why, for me, when you see me have an situation or something come up, I remember years ago, Mother Christine used to say to me, she used to say, don't tell God how to fix it. You just tell him, fix it. He know what you need. He know how to fix it. Just tell him, lift your hand, surrender, and say, fix it. You understand? And if I have a situation with my children or in my family, I just go to him and say, yeah, fix it. Fix it according to your plan and purpose for my life and their life. Now, there are certain times that I make a petition to him and what I'm asking him to do. You understand? Or what I need. And then there are times when I just say, fix it, yeah. But you have heard me say many times, my first recourse is to go to the Father. In any situation, I need to know what it is that you need me to do. And that is what the Bible teaches us. Acknowledge him in all of our ways, and he will direct our paths. You understand me? And that takes humility, and we need to humble ourselves. And so to you out there today, if you're dealing with any situation, whatever it is, stop trying to fix it yourself and go back to the Creator. Go back to your Creator. If you have experienced any brokenness, allow Yah to fix you. Go to him who knows. Go to him who knows how to fix. He knows our beginning from our end. He knows what we need. He knows on the street when I go out and I'm talking with people. You understand me? And you could see one young man named Samuel obviously have an alcoholic problem. He was telling me when I was talking to him, he said, I used to be in church too. I said, what happened? He said, my marriage fell apart. You understand me? And so his marriage fell apart, and so he left his relationship with the Most High. That's a mistake plenty people make. You understand me? And I want to encourage you. Years ago, the Father told me, you always leave me, leave them. So that's when I left religion and I left my marriage. and I held on to Yah. You understand me? I had to identify what was causing me stress, and I got rid of it. So it was my marriage and the religion I was practicing. And this is why I tell people I don't practice religion. I have a relationship with the Most High. I put him first. I acknowledge him in everything I do. I go to him and I ask him to fix it, fix me. You understand me? Daily. And I want to encourage you, stop trying to fix yourself and humble yourself before the Father and allow him to fix you, because you can't fix yourself. You can't do it. You could go to the doctor. They can give you medicine. You can go to the therapist. They can talk with you and they can give you counsel. They ain't gonna a good therapist is not going to tell you what to do. They can just help you find a solution. You understand me? But the inner us, the brokenness inside of us, the pain, the healing of our depression, the psychological effects from any abuse, mental, physically, emotionally, only Yah can fix us. Only Yah. And so I want to encourage you to allow Yah to fix you. Stop trying to fix yourself, because you cannot do it. Stop trying to fix this relationship that is destroying you. Let Yah fix it. Throw your hands up, surrender, and say, fix it, Yah. Fix it. You understand me? Allow Yah to fix you. Allow him to come into your most inner being. He created you. He created you. He formed you from your mother's womb, and he knew you. He know you. Only Yah know us. Only Yah know every cell, every fiber, every number of hair on our heads. He know. And so we ought to go to him humbly. Don't be like Satan. Don't think you know that you could be in the place of God. And when you think you can do it on yourself, you acting like use him. You acting like you're the creator, like you created yourself. That's pride, and a lot of people walking in pride. A lot of people think their money could fix it, and this is why when they crumble, it just be bad. You understand me? True life, real life, living is in Yah. And you are not truly living if you are living outside of Yah. You heard what that passage said? Yah created us. Created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Yah didn't just take Mott and put it together, He strategically, he took his time in our very DNA. You understand me? They said even our nose and features on our face, the palm of our hand have his name up. His handprint is on us. The why. You understand me? Yah put himself in our very DNA. We can't get away from Yah. And this is why so many of us are miserable in this world, because we've been trying to live without Yah, and listen, it's not gonna happen. You will not be at peace without the Most High. And this is why people worship other things, because Yah created us to worship him. He created us as a reflection of himself. You understand that? And when you get that understanding that you were created in the image, you are a mirror reflection of the Most High. That's what that means, image. You can live and prosper and be in health and well without Yah. You can do, and you fighting, trying to make all these things work and trying to get this come together. Listen, the peace and the tranquility that only Yah gives, things He can give you those. You can get it. What it is that you need, you can only get from Yah. And you and I know plenty people out there have plenty money, but they're not happy because of the peace. Yah is in our DNA. You understand me? And the very handprint. Yah. He imprinted himself on us. And so, you really want peace, and if you really want to be healed of all of your brokenness, my friends, go back to Yah. Go to Yah. Go to your Creator. Go to the manufacturer and tell him fix you. Let him fix you. I ain't saying go to religion. I told a young man that on Sabbath. I ain't telling you practice religion. I ain't telling you go to church. I saying to you, have a relationship with your Creator. Go back to him and let him fix you. Shalom.